organs.
At 82nd and Southeast Foster Road for Portland Wrestling, along with my partner, Stan the Man Stasiak. Stan, can you remember seeing a crowd like this before?
Boy, oh boy, we have a capacity crowd. We have a turn-away crowd, as a matter of fact. The place is jam-packed, and they've all come to see Portland Wrestling, but mainly, of course, they've come to see Matt Borne against Rip Oliver. We do not know, however, if this match will be seen on television. We will let you know later on in the program, so stay tuned.
We can see the crowd out there right now. We'll let you know about that and everything else right after we come back. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Customers drive from all over the Northwest to buy it.
For the crowd right there on this Saturday night, as we get things started. Hey, we're going to start out with Tommy Prichard tonight.
What a way to start, and these fans are ready, and so are we. And I'm sure all you folks out there watching television tonight are ready for probably a renewal of the biggest feud in professional wrestling today. We've talked over the past months, past year, of the great feud between Billy Jack and Rip Oliver, and we have a brand new one now between Matt Borne and none other than Rip the Crippler Oliver, your Pacific Northwest heavyweight wrestling champion. And what a feud this is. You all saw, those of you who were watching last week, what happened right here in the Crow's Nest. And as a result, we have a renewal of one of the greatest feuds in wrestling.
A week ago tonight, exactly a week ago, Matt Borne was still a hated man by the crowd. And by the time we finished last Saturday night, he was loved by everybody, and he has a score to settle with one Rip Oliver.
Very true, and you got to give Matt Borne a lot of credit, because it took a courageous man to do what he did, to play a part, to fool the clan. He did pay the price, but he is healed up and raring to go. Boy, oh boy.
Yes, he is. And we're going to get things started tonight, as you can see, with the great Teo and Tom Prichard. Well, if you haven't seen him in action, just wait a minute.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The first event this evening will be one fall. Introducing in this corner, 238 pounds from the South Pacific, the great Teo. His opponent in this corner, 205 pounds from Houston, Texas, Tom Prichard. Referee, Sandy Barr.
Your referee, lefty Sandy Barr, and Tommy Prichard, as you can hear by the reaction of the crowd, already very, very popular. Of course, he's a fine wrestler and a fine young man, and he will be given a tough test tonight against the veteran and tough and rough and tumble great Tia from the island of Samoa. Right. Referee Sandy Barr giving them the instructions, and pretty soon this first match will be underway.
I drove up tonight, Stan, and saw all those cars lined way down the street there, and then saw the crowd still lined up at the ticket office out here. I knew that we were really going to have a dandy tonight.
Yes, and you can smell the excitement in the air, like the late and great Lonnie Main used to say. And not only is it here in Portland, but all through the Northwest.
A good leg takedown by Tom Prichard on the great Teo.
Tommy Prichard, by the way, I've been informed, is a martial arts expert. If I'm not mistaken, he's a black belt.
Is that right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Fine young wrestler from Houston, Texas. Great Tia now catches him in a body slam.
Oh, much more of that, Stan. He'll be a black and blue belt. Our coffee has arrived. Right?
All wrestlers are black and blue belts at one time or another.
You got that right.
And now, Tommy Prichard returns the favor to the great Tia and body slams him. Great Tia holding on to his back, complaining to referee Sandy Barr that he was pulled by the trunk. He'll try everything.
That's quite a bit of weight for Tom Prichard to pick up and slam like that.
Great Tia, hair pulling.
Look how fast he gets up to his feet. He's
very, very aggressive and fiery. Tommy Prichard, fine young wrestler. Bear hug by great Tia. Powerful arms of his. Very powerful, both Samoans.
We're still waiting for word as to whether the main event will be on television tonight or not.
Yeah, there seems to be some indecision about it. So stay tuned and we'll find out.
Prichard trying to...
Oh, a drop kick by Tommy Prichard sends the Great Tia flying through the ropes. And he does not like it. Beautiful drop kick. Sandy Bar counting. He sent him flying right through those ropes. Of course, to the approval of this great crowd.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he just took a zap around the head there.
Fans still pouring in. We've just been informed that as full as this place is, there's still a 100-foot line outside. People swarming to get in. And once again, professional wrestling shows its true colors, how popular and how well liked it is.
Of course, that word came from Larry Neat. Larry was the same one that said the Redskins are a shoo-in, remember?
Yes. Tommy Prichard now with a punch to the head. A big Samoan in a daze. Complaining to Sandy Bar, he hit me with the fist. And now he drives that thumb to the young man from Houston's throat.
Stomping on his head.
And now a flying mare by the Great Tia into a reverse headlock. Tommy Prichard wastes no time to try to get out of it. Counter it. Hair pull by Tia. Tommy Prichard fighting. Squirming around. His face is getting red. This Tia is a powerful wrestler.
Yes, he is.
Another hair pull that Sandy Bar did not see. Questions the Great Tia, and naturally he will get a dishonest answer.
You know, I think Larry was right. He said there's a 100-foot line out there. Well, some of those feet are walking in right now, and there's, boy, I tell you, there's got to be a big line out there. So we may have more than a sellout, Sam.
That's right.
There's plenty of action tonight, and plenty of news too. I know that Don Owen has still been in contact with Roddy Piper, trying to get him out here for that match with Ric Flair for the World Championship sometime in April or May.
And I understand that favorite Hack Sawyer will be coming sometime in March.
Yeah. Well, as we get more news on that, we'll pass that along to you. A lot of great things happening.
And now we are seeing a test of strength in the middle of the ring between the Great Tia and young Tommy Prichard from Houston, Texas. Another hair pull that Sandy Bar caught that time, and he pulled the Samoan's hair. Now Prichard's ready for vengeance. Here he comes.
That was a forearm right across the face.
And now he rams the head of the big Samoan into the turnbuckle and flying mares him to the mat and drops that leg across his throat, and he's going for the pin, gets a 2 count.
Oh, you almost got that, Stan. Here comes an arm whip into the ropes, coming off.
And a drop kick by Tommy Prichard, going for the pin.
Right now, Prichard's wondering what it takes to close that Samoan shop.
Hard kick to the side of the move! And the fans go wild. What a move by young Tommy Prichard.
He brought that right foot up behind the Samoan's head, a la Chris Adams. There's that pop on top of the
something
head.
else.
He really is. Oh, now he's got...
Eyes up, the Great Tia on the ropes. Very awkward position to be in.
Yeah.
Completely helpless. Look, Ma, no arms.
Oh, yeah, Prichard was trying to take advantage of that.
Catches him with a foot.
Did you see that? He moved around there, then mule kicked Tia right in the jaw with that.
He is quick. And I can see where his martial arts expertise comes in. That was a beautiful move. He
just took a thumb or something to the rib cage. The forearm across the back, delivered by Teal.
Hard right by Prichard, but
here comes an arm whip into the ropes.
oh clothesline by Teal. And now Teal's going to go for the pin. And he gets a 2 count.
Going to arm whip into the other side of the ropes.
Goes for it. And here's the sunset flip. We could have a fall, but the big Samoan just too powerful.
Teal is tough. You got to do more than that. Here we go into the ropes again.
Great action.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he just...
Leapfrog. Oh, and a Luthez move. A Luthez tackle. Yes, and there's your winner of your first match tonight.
Oh.
Sensational. Tommy Prichard from Houston, Texas. And the great Tio is totally surprised. What a move and what a match.
Yeah, he does not know what hit him. Yeah, but that was Prichard coming off the ropes that hit him and pinned him. Tommy Prichard, the winner of our first match tonight over the great Teal, who didn't look so great right there, did he?
By the way, that move there was a Luthez move. I remember that move 25 years ago. Very effective.
Why did Thez use it on you?
That was Luthez's favorite hold. Yes, it was.
Well, it's becoming one of Pritchard's favorite, too. Where are we going to be for the rest of this week, Stan?
Look here, tomorrow, Montesano, Washington. Monday, Warm Springs, Oregon. Tuesday, McMinnville at the McMinnville Armory. Seattle at the Seattle Center Arena Wednesday night. And Thursday night at the beautiful Salem Armory. Friday night, Lane County Fairgrounds in Eugene. And Saturday, Portland. And next Sunday, the 5th of February, Molalla, Oregon. Hi, you folks up there in Molalla.
And Monday, Mount Vernon, Sedgwick-Wooley. We'll be right back right after this timeout.
Thank you, Portland.
Springs, Oregon, featuring none other than Jules Strongbow. So what a card in Warm Springs Monday night. Tuesday night, McMinnville at the Armory. Wednesday, Seattle at the Seattle Center Arena. Thursday, Sandy Bar, a big card in Salem at the beautiful Salem Armory. And Friday night, Mr. Elton Owen, a big grudge match in Eugene at the Lane County Fairground. Everything was wild there last Friday night. Good crowd. Next Saturday, a week from today, also a big card here at the Portland Sports Arena, and then next Sunday in Molalla, Oregon, and Monday in Mount Vernon, Washington.
I understand, Stan, that in Eugene Friday night, it's going to be an anything goes to the finish match. Is that
That's right. Mr. Elton Owen never fails to come up with a big card, and great fans down there.
Yeah, he sure does. In Roseburg, Tuesday the 7th of February, Medford Armory, Wednesday, February 8th. So I'll tell you, there's lots of action going on all over the entire Pacific Northwest. We'll be right back with more
excitement in the air
right after this.
Thank you, Portland and
Southwest tonight, won by Tommy Prichard. Luthez move on the great Teal.
Also, I want to remind you folks that a week from tonight, next Saturday, Buddy Rose, Playboy Buddy Rose, returns from a very successful tour in Japan. And I understand he has come up with a whole pocket full of new tricks, and he says that he wants the assassin. He wants to get that mask off the assassin and get that $2,500 bounty that goes with the mask. And now we have another match in the ring that should be an excellent match. And here's Don Owen making his way into the ring to tell us all about it.
Here's Don.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next event will be one fall. Introducing in this corner, 248 pounds, from Louisiana, Mean Mike Miller. By the way, Miller says that he thinks his leg is healed almost enough now that he's ready for this Indian Jules Strongbow to get back in the ring and pay his dues, and he's going to go after him and hope to break both his legs just like he did his. We may have that match here near future. His opponent in this corner, 232 pounds, from Connecticut, Jerry O.
And, of course, the referee, National Wrestling Alliance referee, Sandy Barr, third man in the ring. This should be a good one, too, Stan. Cheerio and the mean one.
Mean Mike Miller. And Mike Miller says he will step on anybody. There is no obstacle that will get in his way. He'll use everybody as a stepping stone until he gets to Chief Jules Strongbow. He wants revenge.
Well, that's another one of the feuds that we've got going on in professional wrestling in the Northwest. We've got a bunch of them. And of course, one's coming up tonight between Oliver and Borne. We should have some news on that in just a few more minutes as to whether we'll have that one on television tonight.
I want to remind you, Don, too, you know, at the dealership where I work and the fans that come in there, it's amazing the interest in professional wrestling in the Pacific Northwest. I'm just flabbergasted, you know. Everybody that comes in asks and talks wrestling, and, you know, it's really great. It's such a pleasure to be able to work on a job and have all these wrestling fans come in and talk wrestling. It's so relaxing and so wonderful.
You bet. Well, they're great people. And they love their sport. They're probably the greatest sport fan of any sport going right now.
I think so. And nobody enjoys himself more than professional wrestling fans. They're just a breed of their own. They're wonderful people. And they don't come any better than right here in the Pacific Northwest. I love them all.
That was a good takedown by Jerry O on Mean Mike.
Jerry O, of course, from New Haven, Connecticut, trained by Ricky Martel. Mean Mike, of course, from Loranger, Louisiana.
Love that town. I got to see that someday. How big a town is that? Is it as big as Miller?
I've been there a few times over the years. Right in the heart of Louisiana. Small town now.
You were there for a hard punch, is that it?
You bet.
Miller's got a side headlock now on Jerry O. And Jerry bringing up a right knee to try to break that. Now there's a whip. No, well, into the ropes, but it wasn't exactly a whip into the ropes. Well, he must have. What do you think he was doing there with that? A little choking there.
Playboy Buddy Rose returns a week from tonight with a bag full of tricks, he says. And he wants the assassins real bad.
Well, I guess he's picking up some karate or judo or something while he was back there.
In the meantime, we're having quite a wrestling match in the ring right now between Mean Mike Miller and Jerry O.
It's great to have Larry Neat as our director tonight, huh?
That's really neat.
Really, Larry.
Side headlock by Mike Miller on Jerry O, young Jerry O. Oh, he drops Mike Miller.
Wow.
In a backbreaker move and hurts him. And now grabs the side headlock again. And he's going to work that headlock. Mike Miller tries to throw him off, but Jerry O hangs on.
Yeah, he's not going to go that side headlock. He's hanging on there.
Mike Miller, a big, powerful wrestler, muscles Jerry O into the ropes, forcing a break by Sandy Barr. Jerry O very cautious. He knows that Mike Miller is dangerous now. He's out for revenge. He'll hurt anybody who stands in his way, he says. Of course, we got great wrestlers here, and nobody's a pushover. That's for sure.
You know, Kurt Hennig and Irish Pat McGee have made some comments lately regarding Rip Oliver. They're wondering why he's not defending that Northwest Championship belt. I would imagine they'd both like a shot at that belt. Oliver won it, a month ago or so?
Well, nobody deserves it more than they do. And, of course, everybody wants Rip Oliver. And now, you know what's going on now. And, by the way, Don, I have some good news. I have some good news for all of us, especially for you folks that were not able to make it here tonight. I have been informed that thanks to our good friend Tom Peterson, the main event will be shown on television tonight. How about that?
That's marvelous.
How about that?
I know Tom was talking with Don Owen, saying that if it's a sellout, then let's get the thing on television for the folks at home. Well, it is obviously it is a sellout.
Definitely
more
is.
than a sellout.
I'm sure there's some people who've been turned away, and a fine gesture on the part of Don Owen and Tom Peterson.
Okay.
Tom always comes through, doesn't he? Great guy, Tom Peterson.
There's going to be more than excitement in the air now, Stan.
You bet. Side headlock by Jerry O. Continues to squeeze at Mike Miller. Mike Miller obviously very uncomfortable. Sandy Barr watching closely. Oh, now Jerry O, he gets that bad leg of Mike Miller's, and the crowd
right
comes
in the
alive.
turnbuckle.
You notice how quickly Mike Miller got rid of Jerry O, but he did get his leg.
You know, that turnbuckle will remodel your face real fast. And that's exactly what Miller's trying to do now. You know, Stan, one thing that Don Owen especially wanted to pass along to our audience and to the families and friends of those two University of Oregon wrestlers that were killed in that tragic auto accident up in Washington last week. He wanted to pass along his condolences to the family and friends of those two wrestlers. And we certainly want to pass along our...
That's for sure, Don. It was a tragic thing, and our condolences and our thoughts and prayers are with the families of the two fine athletes. Our hearts are with you, and may God be with you in your time of sorrow.
And that is a feeling that is shared by all the professional wrestlers. You can be assured of that. A sad thing for
Mike Miller now. Oh, just strangles Jerry O over that top rope, and Jerry O is hurting. He's out of the ring now, trying to regain his senses, or he's got to be in pain. Taking his time. He's got a 20 count. Mike Miller now getting very aggressive. Jerry O fighting back. Here he comes. Throws a hard right.
He's coming back now. He's getting that fan power behind him, Stan.
Yes, he is. These fans are powerful tonight. Mike Miller takes an elbow to the shoulder, and the big man goes down. Now Jerry O is going to go for a body slam. He does. Oh, and slams him hard to the mat. And comes up with an elbow, but Mike Miller moves out of the way, and Jerry O hits the mat.
And there was nobody there. Miller coming back, the forearm across the back. Another one right across the middle.
Miller raking across the young man's eyes. Look at the expression on his face. Jerry O fighting back, though. Mike Miller in charge now. He's going to whip him into the turnbuckle. Straight on.
First.
That winded Jerry O. Takes a hard right to the forehead, and Mike Miller now is going to go for the pin.
Jerry O kicks out of that one. Boy, that's going to take a lot out of him, taking that kind of punishment from somebody as big as Mike Miller. And Jerry O coming back now.
Elbows and fists, everything he can.
Into the ropes.
Oh, and he receives a big boot to the midsection by Mike Miller. Now Mike Miller, very arrogant.
He's got that pompous style of his.
Oh, and a reversal
whip. Now he's looking for a little mercy, but he's not getting anything at the hands of Jerry O. Into the other turnbuckle. Oh, he drove that shoulder into Mike Miller.
Jerry O's going to whip Mike Miller now. Going for the monkey flip, but Mike Miller holds onto the ropes, and Jerry O falls back on his head, and he's going to get pinned.
Oh, he did.
Yes, he did. Mike Miller just held onto the ropes, and you got to give him credit. He outsmarted him that time. And he is your winner.
That's experience.
That's right.
Slyness against a young man who's still paying his dues, Sam.
That's right.
The winner of our second match, Mike Miller over Jerry O. We'll be back with a special interview right after this.
Thank you, Portland.
The reaction of the fans, Oliver, you're not too popular here, and I can understand why. After last week and all the other things you've ever done, I suppose by now I can see by the look on your face that you're very, very proud of yourself. You're a heck of a man.
Very proud, Steve Jack. I could never been prouder. You know, there's a lot of funny people in this world that goes around and fantasizes in different things. One of them, Roddy Piper, he come out here and he wore his skirt, blowing his bagpipes, wanting to be in a parade somewhere, so he has to come down here to the sports arena to blow his bagpipes to get people to hear him. Then you got a big guy like Playboy Buddy Rose. He fantasized as Superman. I know because I used to travel around with him. He wished he was Superman. He come out, jumped off the top rope with his big Superman outfit on. Now you got a guy walking around here that fantasizes in me, Rip Oliver. Matt Borne was born and raised right here in Portland, Oregon, and he knows, everybody knows what he looks like, and then he goes and tries to look like me. Dyes his hair blonde, grows him a beard, and want all of the thousands of fans everywhere I go to say, hey, Matt Borne, are you trying to look like Rip Oliver? Well, let me tell you something, Matt Borne. You may try to look like me, and I don't care if you say you're prettier than me, because I never said I was pretty to start with, because I know I got a bent-up nose, and I know I'm ugly, and I don't care. But let me tell you, you come out and try to imitate me in front of all these people, you just made a bigger fool out of yourself. You said you pulled a slick one on me last week. You caused me to lose the belt, but I left you laying up here in a puddle of blood. Well, I got more news for you, boy. When I get through with you tonight, there's going to be more than a puddle of blood. They may be an arm twisted off or a neck twisted off, but me and you, nobody portrays Rip Oliver the way you did, boy. I put my trust into you. Stasiak, I don't put my trust into too many people. I don't invest my money into too many people. But then you get somebody like Matt Borne, who is a tough athlete, but he's got applesauce for brains. His daddy
I don't know about
ashamed of him.
I don't know about that.
His
After
daddy
all,
ought to be ashamed of him, Stasiak.
I'm sure his daddy's proud of him. What do you have to say?
I say, Matt Borne, you made a big mistake. You made a big mistake when you messed with Rip the Crippler. Rip the Crippler's clan will rule the Northwest all our lifetime if we want to, brother. Rip the Crippler is number one. You're going to find out what Rip the Crippler is made out of. And Stasiak, you better stay out of our business. Stick to selling used cars and just stay out of Oliver's business.
Well, I like to call it as it is.
Stasiak, I could go on and on. Everybody here in the Northwest knows when they look at the back of this shirt, it says Oliver's clan is number one. Well, I've proven it time and time after again. And I'm going to prove it again tonight. When I finish, it's going to be, I don't know, boy, then you're going to get down, and we're going to just see what it's all about. And no, don't start wrapping me up, because I've got...
Well, that's all the time we got left. Now, you can do your talking in the ring.
I've got some more news I've got to say, and I want to tell everybody right here. I want to tell everybody in TV land.
That's all the time we have for you, Oliver. We'll hear from you later on in the ring.
I'll buy the TV. Don't take the time.
Back to Don.
What do you mean you just cut me off?
Okay, we'll be back with the main event everybody's been waiting for right after this.
Thank you, Portland and...
Dynamite Kid is
out. Here comes Borne. Well, we're starting a little early here with our main event. Here's Matt Borne.
Let's get this show on the road right now.
Matt Borne just came in the ring with a chair while Oliver is split open. He split his head open. Matt Borne split Oliver's head open with that chair, and he is going after Rip Oliver. This is your main event, folks. This match has not even been introduced yet, and now Matt Borne has got Oliver at his mercy. Whoa! And he clobbers him over the head with the chair again, and Oliver is down and bleeding. Don Owen has not even been in the ring yet to make the announcement. Sandy Barr is nowhere to be seen. Oliver came into the ring first and started yakking away on the microphone when Matt Borne came in with a chair, and now rams Oliver's head right into the steel chair.
I think Oliver blocked most of that, Stan.
Oliver is
got his hand down there,
bleeding and taking one heck of a beating. There's no referee in the ring. The fans are going wild. Matt Borne fighting away at the cut on the top of Oliver's head. He is full of blood.
This was one reason.
Bloody mess.
He's coming outside.
Over the top rope, onto the floor, and Matt Borne after him. Matt Borne still has his blue jeans on, and he rams his head into a ringside chair.
Oh, that scattered the people out here. Here comes Jules Strongbow. Strongbow's coming up here for... Yeah, we've got to get some semblance of order in here. They haven't even started the match yet. Here goes...
Oh, and Matt Borne just rammed Oliver's head into the steel post, and Oliver is out on the floor.
This was one reason they didn't want to have it on TV, Stan, because of this thing can really get out of hand awfully fast.
Oliver has taken a tremendous beating. I have not yet seen Rip the Crippler Oliver take a beating like this. Matt Borne all over him, and he is getting even for last week, and these fans are all enjoying it. They love it. They want to see Matt Borne destroy Rip Oliver.
Matt Borne just took a kick at Sandy Barr. Now, he could get disqualified if he keeps that stuff up. This is going to be it's already a very strange main event.
Talk about paying somebody back. Rip Oliver is a bloody mess, and Matt Borne is just absolutely delirious. He knocks referee Sandy Barr.
Yeah.
I don't even know if this match is officially underway or not.
The only bell that's been rung is Oliver's.
Mass confusion.
The crowd is... These people are on their feet, Stan.
The crowd is standing on their feet, screaming. Matt Borne continues to pummel away and beat on Rip Oliver. Rip Oliver is flat on his back. His face is a bloody mess. And now Matt Borne continues. Oh, he's just pounding away.
Sandy Barr is trying to get in there. But look at that.
Matt
Borne won't let Sandy Barr get in to even start the match.
Matt Borne is blind mad. He doesn't want anybody to get in his way.
Look, Tapu is over there talking to Borne. We may have Tapu in the ring here. In fact, here comes Tapu.
Matt Borne continues to pummel away at Rip Oliver. Rip Oliver is absolutely, completely out on his feet. He does not know where he's at. He has lost a considerable amount of blood. And now a back body drop by Matt Borne. And boy, I'll tell you,
I think
all the while, have you ever seen Oliver take such a beating?
I was just going to say, this is the most vicious beating I've ever seen Oliver take. From anybody.
Yes, anybody.
And
I'm not going to take anything away from anyone, but boy, oh boy. Who, of all people, would have thought that Matt Borne would have been the one to do it? I mean, gosh. And the fans now chanting, we want Matt.
Yeah, he's got Oliver. He's going to suplex Oliver back into the ring.
Oh, he suplexes Oliver. And now, here comes the assassin now. The assassin attacks Matt Borne. Now, Matt Borne, very alert tonight, he is.
The assassin's trying to get Oliver out of there.
Oh, and Matt Borne, very cautious.
The assassin finally got Oliver out of the ring.
The assassin tried to attack Matt Borne, but Matt very alertly got out of the way. And these fans are a happy bunch, aren't they, Don?
Oh, they are. They're on their feet. They're romping. They're stomping. They're cheering. Rip Oliver is finally getting his.
This match has not even been introduced. They went at it before the Don Owens could come in, and Sandy Barr even. And Matt Borne went at it, and he went after Rip Oliver with the chair, and it's been all Matt Borne since.
I think Borne is saying that this one's for the people, this one's for me.
And now the assassin and Chief Tapu are literally dragging Rip Oliver down the aisle and back towards the dressing room. I am really confused. I don't know exactly what's going on. All I know is that these fans are delirious, and they are happy at what they saw.
I don't know how
Everybody, please clear away from the ring.
Oh, we've got bedlam here right now. How do you think they're going to rule on this?
I don't even know if this match was officially underway. The bell never rang. The match was never introduced. Referee Sandy Barr was...
well, Don Owen never got in there.
Right. Now, Matt Borne is making his way up here to the crow's nest.
Well, I guess we're going to have an interview. I don't know what's going on. I guess let's have a commercial break, and then we'll come back for the interview.
Stay tuned.
All right, we'll be right back with a very special interview right after this timeout.
Hello, Tom Peterson. You know,
I've seen a lot of things happen, but Matt, I have to say one thing right now. I am totally confused as to what's happening. I know it's to the delight of the fans, and I'm sure you're delighted yourself, because I'll tell you what, in all the time that Rip Oliver has been here, I have yet to see anyone give him a beating like you gave him. Congratulations.
Well, let me ask you something. Can we call this official rip night or what? I don't have to come back here and try to look like you, Oliver. You think I try to look like you? I never claim to be as ugly as you, but I do claim one thing. And to be perfectly honest with you, I am a bit smarter than you. Did I prove that last Saturday night?
I'll second that. You did.
Okay, I know there's a Tuesday special coming up here. I don't know exactly when it is, but...
On Valentine's Day, February the 14th.
Well, let me give everybody a Valentine's gift, okay? I'm going to tell you what it is now, okay? What it is I'm going to give you, besides my heart, I'm going to give you all Rip Oliver in a pool of blood like I was laying in here last Saturday night.
Well, after tonight, Matt, there's no doubt that you can do it.
And after tonight, and after between tonight and Valentine's night, it's hard telling what's going to happen to Rip. Because, well, no, I'm not one to toot my own horn or anything, but who better knows the tune, Rip? You look over your shoulder wherever you go, and don't think you're looking at a reflection, because you could never be as pretty as me.
And you heard from Matt Borne.
Okay.
Wrong word.
We will be back with something right after this.
It's the classic adventure.
Rip Oliver is unable to return to the ring, so that was it, friends. That was our main event.
Well, quite honestly, Don, I am quite confused as to what happened. All we know was pandemonium in the ring, mass confusion. However, we did see one tremendous beating, and it was at the expense of Rip the Crippler Oliver. Now, we have another match here, and here's Don Owen to tell us all about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that impromptu deal that just happened here was not supposed to be an official match on this television. The commission specially requested that this bout not be put on television, and Borne jumped in the ring anyway, so we had one whether we wanted one or not. But nevertheless, the next event will be the best 2 out of 3 falls or to a TV time limit. Introducing in this corner, 235 pounds for the South Pacific, Chief Tapu. His opponent in this corner, 248 pounds from Oklahoma, Indian Jules Strongbow. I received a call from Hack Sawyer this morning, and he said he is going to come back to the Northwest in March and ready for all kinds of action. So he gave us a commitment. He said he'll give us a definite date next week if possible. And but he definitely plans on being in here in March, so he'll be a welcome addition to this bunch of action wrestlers.
Hack Sawyer coming back into town in March. Don Owen says it's still confusing as to what happened. I guess there was some ifs, ands, and buts about the match being put on TV. We were informed that it would be, and then there must have been some kind of disagreement with the commission, I guess, and Oliver went into the ring to make some sort of a speech, and Matt Borne took advantage, came in with a chair and clobbered him and just gave him a beating that was long due, but we did see it anyway.
I think this is all Borne wanted. He didn't care whether it was a main event, whether it's supposed to be 2 out of 3. He just wanted to punish Rip Oliver for what Oliver has been doing to him, and that's exactly what he did.
At this point, he didn't care about the match, like you said, whether it's a main event, whether he got paid for it or not. He didn't care. He just wanted his hands on Rip Oliver, and he got his revenge. But hey, this thing is not over. You can bet on that, Don.
He came in using a chair, and you saw how he was trying to keep Sandy Barr out of the ring. He just wanted Oliver. He wanted Oliver right in the ring.
And now he wants them on Valentine's Day on a Tuesday special.
Well, we may have a different
February the 14th.
We may have a different kind of St. Valentine's Day massacre at
you bet. Right here in Portland, not in Chicago, in Portland, Oregon.
Yeah. Well, now we have a newly scheduled main event. Strongbow and Tapu. Now, this should be a pretty good one.
Yes, it should. Chief Jules Strongbow, very popular with the fans. Master of the Indian Deathlock, a hold with which he broke mean Mike Miller's leg. And Chief Tapu from the island of Samoa, a fine wrestler, an aggressive wrestler, very powerful grip, very aggressive type of wrestler. Side headlock by Chief Tapu, takes Strongbow over. And Sandy Barr watching closely.
You know, we have a chance right now. This may be the only time. I want to remind everybody about the Frank Bonema Memorial Trophy. That's the one that you vote for your favorite professional wrestler, the one that you feel has done the most to promote professional wrestling throughout the Pacific Northwest. And that voting is being done at Tom Peterson's stores on 82nd. Now, Tom's going to award the trophy sometime in March, I understand.
That's correct.
And that will be on a vote system. You vote for the professional wrestler that you feel has contributed more to the sport of professional wrestling in the Pacific Northwest. So we certainly invite you to get on down there and cast your vote at Tom Peterson's stores. And there's another program going on, too.
That's right.
The award, the high school award in the memory of Frank Bonema. And that's for amateur wrestling. The high school that, what they've got to do, the high school has to send a letter, again, to Tom Peterson's stores. And you, Stan, are going to select the winner. And actually, it's going to be as a $500 cash award that will go to the high school wrestling program that you select has received the best letter.
Which one I figured that needs it the most. A very good cause. So send your letters in, and I will try to make an honest and good judgment.
both the $500 high school wrestling program award and the trophy, professional wrestlers trophy, both being done in the memory of Frank Bonham. He's one heck of a guy. Jules Strongbow now the kneeling arm bar on Chief Tapu.
Sandy Barr forces a break. Chief Tapu. Isn't he ferocious looking, Don?
Well, he is. Would not want to meet him in a dark alley, or even a light one for that matter.
That's for sure. A little controversy going on in the ring now as to who's pulling hair on who and what. Chief Tapu, of course, gifted with a tremendously full head of hair.
Now you notice he just did a hair pulling on the chief there. Now you weren't speaking out jealousy, were you, Stan?
No, a little bit maybe. Anyway, a lot has happened tonight in case you tuned in late. What action we saw in the first match and the second match, and then, of course, in the fiasco we just saw on television between Matt Borne and Rip Oliver. Should we say the attack and beating that Matt Borne inflicted upon Rip the Crippler Oliver, to the great delight of this huge crowd here at the sports arena, capacity crowd. They're full of enthusiasm, and boy, did they see something.
Well, they came for the action, and boy, they saw it a few minutes ago. This whole place exploded. And I'm sure Rip Oliver feels it exploded all over his head.
And now, Jules Strongbow, he continues to punish the left arm of Chief Tapu. Referee Sandy Barr warning him now.
I know there's going to be thousands of people out there in television land right now, Stan, asking themselves, gee, I wonder how I can book professional wrestling into my area to raise money for a charitable event.
Well, here's how.
I just feel all these people asking that.
I've been asked that tonight, as a matter of fact.
Well, yeah, but I'm the one that asked you. No, really? Somebody asked you?
Yes, they did.
Good. Well, now we've got the answer. Barry Owen is the man to call. If you've got a club, a church, a group, organization of any kind you want to raise money for, any charitable event, booking professional wrestling into your area is a great way to get the job done. The number to call is area code 503-484-0840. The man to talk to is Barry Owen. That number again?
Area code 503-484-0840.
There it is.
Mr. Barry Owen. And Jules Strongbow now continues to punish the arm of Chief Tapu. Boy, what action we've seen tonight.
Oh.
Chief Tapu against Chief Jules Strongbow. Chief Tapu makes his way to the ropes.
Well, we've got a couple chiefs in there right now, haven't we?
Remember, Saturday night, next Saturday night, Playboy Buddy Rose returns from the Orient with his bag full of tricks, and he wants the assassin. Oh, did you hear that chop?
Yes, indeed. Delivered by Jules Strongbow on the throat and face area of Chief Tapu.
Chief Tapu, he must be feeling the effects of that punishment he's been taking on that left arm. And Strongbow now, an arm bar on Tapu. Sandy Barr watching closely. If there's any indication of submitting on the part of Tapu.
Now, Tapu is, he's a tough character. Boy, it takes a lot to...
Both these Samoans are. I got to say, Don, I know I said this, I don't want to be repetitious, but it's true, and I like saying it because I love to remind the folks, you know, I've traveled all over the world in all my years in wrestling, and I've got to say that we have got the finest competition of professional wrestling right here in the Pacific Northwest. You can go from the very first match to the main event at any given night, and we are tops.
Well, you've got to remember that every match that we put on here is a main event match.
You bet, is a potential main event
match.
That's right.
Outside. Jules Strongbow hits the concrete hard, but he's done that plenty of times.
Now Chief Tapu, he goes after the big Indian on the floor. And he rams his head into this ring apron, makes his way back into the ring. Sandy Barr continuing to count. You've got a 20 count on the floor, you got a 10 count on the apron, and you have to break by 5.
And as soon as you put any part of your body into the ring, that breaks the count and starts all over again.
That's right.
Just like
and
that.
now Strongbow taking some punishment at the hands of, at the feet of Chief Tapu. Strongbow now taking a walk, taking his time. I'm sure he's aware of the count. Referee Barr stops the count. Now continues again. 10 minutes have elapsed. And now Tapu with an elbow behind the head of the big Indian, and he's going to flying mare him into the ring over the top rope. And there he comes with that trapezius grip. Very effective.
Very painful.
Yes.
That's one of their favorite holds. Oh, boy, he brought an elbow right down on top of
Chief Tapu now. A headbutt.
Oh.
And down goes Strongbow.
Oh, that is
now Tapu from the outside with a front face lock. Referee Barr.
He's going to get himself disqualified, Stan, if he keeps that.
Yes, he will.
Stuff up.
Now Strongbow coming back. An uppercut. And the crowd coming alive. Strongbow has taken a lot of punishment. And Tapu trying to stay on top of him.
Well, a rake right across the face by the big Samoan.
Now a flying mare by Chief Tapu, and
right back to that trapezius.
Back to that trapezius hold. He's got a good grip on that trapezius. You can see the effects of it by the body motion of Jules Strongbow. That is a very punishing hold. You know, a lot of people come and talk to me now, especially that I meet fans every day, and they ask me, how can wrestlers take so much punishment and survive? It's very, very hard for a person to understand, a person that's never wrestled, a person that's never gone through the rigorous training that professional wrestlers go through, the years of devotion in bodybuilding. Most 99% of wrestlers have been participants in some other sport or another, like football or boxing or whatever, you name it. These guys are trained from when they're been young kids. That's all they've done, most of them, all their life, is train their bodies. They've taken punishment and abuse, and sometimes you get almost immune to punishment and pain. Not that you don't get hurt. You get hurt every night you're in the ring. I don't care. Even if it's a clean match, these holds hurt. These falls hurt. But you're trained for them. Well, wrestlers are tough individuals, devoted individuals. And, you know, it takes a very, very special type of athlete to be a professional wrestler. And whether, even the ones that you don't like, I give every single one from both sides a lot of credit, because I know what it's like. I spent many years in there myself, and I admire every wrestler there is.
You've been there. You speak from experience.
And now Chief Tapu with a front face lock on Jules Strongbow. I noticed Jules Strongbow's arm's starting to sag now. Chief Tapu applying pressure. Strongbow's going to have to come alive here because he's in a lot of trouble right now. He
asked for a break.
He was probably choking him. There he goes right back.
Yep, right back.
And that's not going to help the Indians' cause at all.
No, Strongbow just wants a break from that. He wants some relief. He wants to put in a little recovery time. And it's hard to do that when somebody's working on you constantly like Tapu has been. Got a hold of those trapezius. He's not letting go. And bearing down out of the crowd is trying to provide some of that fan power we talk about.
They want to see the big Indian come back because they know when he gets on the warpath, watch out.
Oh, yes, indeed.
They would love to see that right now, but he is at a big disadvantage. He's taken a lot of punishment. There hasn't been a whole lot of action in this match, but whatever has been done very effectively. And Chief Tapu has done it very, very well. I would say that he is ahead in this match if he would want to go by points or by a decision, because he's had control of Jules Strongbow most of the way, at least the last 5 minutes or so. Strongbow is hanging on. His arms are getting weaker and weaker, but he's fighting back. He's moving those legs. He's shaking his body. He's trying to move to keep that blood flowing, to stay alive.
Yeah, he's just trying to...
But he's going to have to do it fast because this hold will take its toll on you. It's a painful hold.
Oh, there's a vicious right hand right across the back of the shoulders by Tapu. And
Tapu. Now the Indians starting to jog.
Yeah.
And you know what that means? The fans do, because you can hear them. They're already hooting and hollering. And here comes the Indian war dance by Jules Strongbow. The crowd comes alive. And so does Strongbow. A chop to the top of the head. And down goes Tapu. And now we're starting to see some action.
There's another tomahawk chop right on top of the head.
Oh, and
bell ringer.
That'll make your bell ring.
And
another chop to the top of the head, and down goes Tapu. And a big judo chop across the chest. Now Strongbow, he's going to whip him into the ropes.
There he goes.
And a sleeper hold. There is the sleeper hold. Yes, this could be the first fall. The famous sleeper hold. As a matter of fact, I talked about the sleeper hold to some people today, and this is it, folks. It cuts the flow of blood from your heart to your brain, and out you go. And it seems like he's got it applied very, very solid.
Yeah.
As you can see, yes, this is it.
Could be 99 time.
This is it. Chief Tapu is unconscious, folks. 99. This is it. And the winner of your first fall, Chief Jules Strongbow, with the sleeper hold. Now he's going to snap him out of it. You slap the back of the neck. You get that blood flowing back into the brain.
That's good sportsmanship by Strongbow.
It is.
We'll be back with our second fall of the main event after this timeout.
Buy, sell, or service your boat at Brinsfield's Boat Basin. The Fun Brokers at...
Other than the infamous assassin, and what do you have to say now?
Stasiak, a lot of heavy things going on tonight. Rip the Crippler's back there. He said, assassin, I see 3 of you right now. He said, assassin, I'm not sure if I got a concussion or what. Matt Borne, you're going to pay dearly. I never seen Rip the Crippler so upset in the whole last year. I haven't seen Rip the Crippler so upset as he is right now, brother.
Well, you would be too if you took such a beating.
No. Hey, you better stick to your own business, Stasiak. Rip the Crippler is heavy now. He is really into it. Matt Borne, you're going to regret what you have done here tonight. You don't do this to the leader of the clan and get away with it, Matt Borne. Oh, you people shut up. I've seen a lot of heavy stuff in professional wrestling, but I've never seen a man come out there and attack another man from behind.
Oh, you didn't? We saw it right here last week.
No.
Rip Oliver did it to Matt Borne. So who's the liar?
You're a liar. The clan, Rip Oliver would never do such a thing. Matt Borne, do you know what like to ride on the clan stretcher? You're going to find out what it feels like, Matt Borne. Nobody does this to Rip Oliver. Brother, Rip Oliver's got fire flying out of his ears right now. I've never seen him so upset. I can't even control him back there. He's going through a lot of pain. Matt Borne, all I got to say for you, brother, is you better watch your back wherever you go.
That's all the time we got. Now back to the ring.
Okay, we're going to get ready for the second fall of our main event between Indian Chief Jules Strongbow.
Is he upset or isn't he upset now? And,
yes.
you know, can you imagine denying that he, complaining about the savagery of Matt Borne attacking him from behind? And then denying that this happened last week. Wow.
After all the things that we've seen, after all the things we've seen the Clan do in the ring, outside the ring, up here in the crow's nest, I don't know how he could ever come up and make a statement like that.
Well, that's the Clan for you. You know, they're going to deny anything, and we all know what happened. We all saw what happened, so. And boy, what a crowd we have here tonight. We have a sellout, folks. This place is jam-packed to the rafters. I haven't seen a crowd like this in a long time.
Oh, we're waiting for the arrival of Jules Strongbow.
There he is. He's making his way to the ring, and all we need now is a referee, and here comes Sandy Barr.
This is the best 2 out of 3, Stan, or to a TV time limit.
Exactly.
Which is going to be very critical here in a few minutes.
And may I remind you that your favorite next week, Buddy Rose, will be back. And Jules Strongbow going after Chief Tapu right off the bat. He's going to try to make this 2 straight and goes right back into the sleeper. Yes, he's got it again, but Tapu's going to make it to the ropes very wisely on his part.
Well, Tapu's going to do everything he can to stay away from that number.
He's going to do everything he can to stay away, and he's at a disadvantage now. His chances of winning this match are in jeopardy now because there isn't a whole lot of time left. There's plenty of time to win a fall. There's only 4 minutes left now. He is still, I can guarantee you, when you fall victim to a sleeper hold, that'll weaken you. I mean, I'm sure he's still feeling the effects of it. It's not something you just snap out of. It's something that you feel all evening and even the next day. It's a very nauseating feeling. They call it a sleeper. You're not actually sleeping. You're unconscious. There's a difference.
Yeah, it sounds like somebody just read you a bedtime story, and you kind of.
It's not the most relaxing thing. It's unconsciousness. It's like being knocked out.
Ooh, head first into the turnbuckle. Now Tapu.
Oh, he drives those fingers right to the throat of the Indian.
Out of sight.
And now rakes that tape across his eyes. He knows that he has to get him, and he has to get him quick, because time's going to run out on him. Elbow. Tapu now coming alive, and he goes for the pin, realizing not enough. He didn't, this Indian stuff, you're not going to beat him with very easily. You got to really go after him, and Tapu, there he goes. He's going to punish him now.
Yeah, we've only got about 3 minutes left in our main event, so Tapu is going to have to resort to about anything, which he usually does anyway. And if Jules Strongbow can just hang on, then he'll have won the main event.
And now they're toe-to-toe. Chop for chop, and what a chop we just saw.
He just chopped him down.
He chopped him right across the throat, and down went the Samoan.
Now, here we go.
Oh, yeah, that's how you get cauliflower ears, by the way. One of the few ways. And now the big Indian going for the pin. Not quite. What an evening we've had tonight.
Oh, brought both knees up. And Tapu went down. And Strongbow trying to finish this thing off. Got a 2 count, and that's it.
And I want to remind you, folks, when you're watching TV, oh, there's a sleeper again. But Tapu makes it to the ropes. I want to remind you, folks, that when you're watching TV and when it's over on your television set, there's still another hour of wrestling left. A lot of action left.
Oh, you bet.
So remember that and come on down here and enjoy the action.
In fact, a couple of the people you will not be seeing tonight on television, but if you were here at the arena, you'd be seeing him. Kurt Hennig, Pat McGee.
Assassin.
The Assassin's going to be going at it. Doug Summers will be back. Jimmy Offey, Steve Pardee be going at it.
A lot of action left.
See, the Samoan's going to be heading for the ropes.
He shouldn't be. Right now, he should be on top of the big Indian, try to even this match up and come out of it at least with a draw. And let me remind you, too, that every match is so important because all these matches, they go on record, and that's on your record. The more you win, the more bargaining power you have, and the better chance you have of title shots and whatnot.
Well, time is on the side of Strongbow right now. There's a headbutt by the Samoan. Now he's going to step on his face.
Oh, he does.
Oh, using the ropes as leverage.
Slides that foot across the forehead of Jules Strongbow. There's 1 minute remaining now. Strongbow's got the only fall. Tapu's going to have to hurry. Now he stretches.
Oh, look at this.
To me, it seems like Tapu wants to just punish him right now. He just wants to get back at him, get a piece of him.
Now, he doesn't seem to be going for the pin or anything.
No, he seems like he just wants to punish him and possibly hurt him.
Oh, he's just working on Strongbow right now. Sandy Barnes is trying to break that up a little bit. Yeah, he's trying to break up Strongbow.
Oh, another hard shot by Strongbow to the chest of Chief Tapu. And now Strongbow coming back with the war whoop. Here he comes. And the fans hooting and hollering.
Tomahawk chop on top of the head. Strongbow moving in now. A double chop. And that's
there's the
it.
bell.
Strongbow is the winner of our main event. We'll be right back right after this.
Thank you, Portland and Southwest Washington, too, for making 1983 our best year ever. 50,000 satisfied customers made it possible. And to ensure that 1984 is even better, today you can buy this 25-inch RCA color TV, electronic tuning, for only $4.95 delivered to your door. Terms, we've got them. No interest, no payments till April 1984. Pay with your tax refund. That's Tom Peterson's.
The Ford Bronco 2 Convoy is here, and it's just in time for winter driving. Your Northwest Ford dealers are unloading 600 Bronco 2s fast with standard equipment like four-wheel drive, the most powerful V6 in its class, independent front suspension, power steering, power brakes, and an extended-range gas tank, a two-way liftgate, and split fold-down back seats. Best of all, it's got a low sticker price that's tough to beat. When you've got this much 4x4 excitement, they go fast. So see your Northwest Ford dealer today.
Champion, but right now, that's the last thing he looks like. A champion. A very, very defeated and beaten champion.
Stasiak, what you're looking at is an upset leader of the clan. Very upset, Matt Borne. Very upset. It's all going to start Sunday in Montesano, Washington. Then Monday in Warm Springs. All you big fat Indians out there sucking up beer. You remember this. Oliver's clan will be there in Warm Springs on Monday. Tuesday, McMinnville. The people of McMinnville will see Oliver's clan. And when we're upset, when Oliver's upset, I can assure you there'll be some hurt people around. You understand? Let me tell you right now.
Okay, Sam.
And everybody right here, something right now. Matt Borne, we wasn't even scheduled to wrestle yet. I was out here telling people about the Dynamite Kid. And you come up and hit me with a chair, boy.
From behind, right?
From behind. Well, that's just down my alley, baby, you let me tell you. You think you got me. You got me, but all you got is a bunch of stitches to go in my head. I've had a hell of a lot of them up there before. And next Saturday night, boy, you bit my nose a little more than it was bit before, but I don't give a damn. Next Saturday night, Don Owens is going to put me and you back out there, and there ain't going to be no sneaking up with a chair. There ain't going to be nobody interfering because I don't want the assassin to come out. If the assassin comes out, I'll disown partnership with him because I'm going to take you, boy.
So the match is made for next Saturday, right?
It's made for next Saturday, and I'm going to take him right by myself. I want him one-on-one. I don't want no interference. I don't even want a referee in the ring. I don't want nobody here but me and Borne right out there in the ring, and I'm going to take him and just show him what chairs, what brass knuckles, what clan power is. And that's what Rip Oliver is. I've got to go and get a few stitches. I've had them before. My knees are weak right now, too, but I don't care. I like it.
You better go back to the dressing room and get a lot of rest.
You don't tell me where I better go stage. Nobody tells me what to do. Say, Borne, you better be ready, boy, because I ain't going to get off to you until I triple your ass up.
You heard it, folks.
Okay.
See you next Saturday.
Yeah, next Saturday we're going to do this thing again. There's no telling whether that's going to be on television or not, so plan to be here. This is Don Cost along with Stan Stasiak. Wow, from the Portland Sports Arena. Thanks for joining us for Portland Wrestling. Brought to you in part by Tom Peterson's with two great stores at 82nd and Southeast Foster Road. Directed tonight by Larry Neat.
Stay tuned next for Star Search.